Ever feel like you're watching the candles form? Everything looks normal. And then, boom, the market explodes without warning. It's not magic, it's momentum. And today, I'll show you the one indicator that reveals that pressure before it breaks out. This free and credible indicator on TradingView blends price and volume into one smart formula to pinpoint when the market is truly overbought or oversold. It's called the VWAP Z-Score indicator. Make sure to stick with me till the end, because I'll not only explain how it works, but also show you a trading strategy using this indicator, with exact entries, exits, and tips that'll help you trade it like a pro. Alright, I'm on TradingView. Let's add the indicator first. Click on Indicators and search VWAP Z-Score with signals. You want the one created by UAlgo. Once you add it, you'll see a smooth oscillator appear under the chart, moving above and below a zero line. This is your VWAP Z-Score indicator. In simple terms, it measures how far the current price has moved away from the VWAP, that's the volume-weighted average price. So when it's far above, the market might be overheated or overbought. When it's far below, it might be oversold and ready to bounce back. Here's what you'll notice right away. The indicator oscillates around zero. When it's above zero, the market is trading above the VWAP, that's bullish territory. When it's below zero, the market is trading under VWAP, that's bearish. The more extreme it goes, the more stretched the market becomes. There are also upper and lower threshold levels marked on the indicator. By default, they're around +2 and -2. These levels act like boundaries for identifying when price has deviated too far from its average range. When the Z-score crosses below -2, that's potential oversold territory. When it crosses above +2, that's potential overbought territory. Let's quickly open the settings to make sure everything is ready. You can open the settings from here. Go to Inputs and set the Z-score length to 14. For the upper threshold bottom, keep it at 2, and for the lower threshold bottom, keep it at -2. Turn on Show Signals so you can visually see buy and sell markers on your chart. Click OK, and we're ready to go. Now, there are two main ways to trade with this indicator: divergence setups and pullback setups. Let's start with divergence trading. A divergence happens when price and the indicator move in opposite directions. For example, let's say the price forms a new lower low, but the Z-score forms a higher low. That means while the market looks weak, the selling momentum is actually fading, and that's often the start of a reversal. Here's how I trade it. When I spot a bullish divergence like this, I wait for confirmation, usually a bullish engulfing candle. As soon as it forms, that's my entry trigger. So I open a buy trade on that candle close, set my stop loss just below the recent swing low, and target a 1:1.5 risk-to-reward ratio. You'll often see price hesitate for a few candles and then start pushing upward as the reversal gains strength. For a bearish divergence, the logic is flipped. When the price makes a new higher high, but the Z-score makes a lower high, it's a sign that momentum to the upside is fading. Once a bearish engulfing candle appears, that's my confirmation to open a sell position. Divergences like these are incredibly powerful because they show what's happening behind the scenes. They expose when volume and momentum no longer support the current move. Now let's move to the second and more frequent method: trading pullbacks.
Do you feel like everyone around you benefits from artificial intelligence, but you have no idea where to start? Don't wait any longer. Start today. Our free trading bot is simple to use, powered by artificial intelligence, and can earn you up to 1% profit every single day. Over 500 members have already joined. Click the link below now to get free access. This is your chance to harness the power of AI and take a step toward a financial boost.
For that, we'll add a trend filter to make sure we're trading only in the direction of the main trend. Go back to the Indicators tab and search 7 EMA or 5 EMA by Storywise. Add it. Then open Settings. In the Inputs tab, set EMA 1 length to 50 and EMA 2 length to 100. Then go to Style and turn off everything except the first two EMAs. Make EMA 1 red and EMA 2 green so they're easy to distinguish. Click OK. Now you'll see two moving averages on your chart, one short-term and one long-term. When the price is above both, the trend is bullish. When it's below both, the trend is bearish. Let's look at a buy example. Here, both EMAs are perfectly aligned. The green one is below, the red one above it, and price is moving steadily above both, confirming a strong uptrend. Then we see a pullback. Price dips toward the EMAs, and at the same time, the VWAP Z-Score drops into the lower threshold zone below -2, signaling temporary oversold conditions inside the bullish trend. A blue upward arrow appears. That's our early buy alert. Now we wait for confirmation. As soon as a bullish engulfing candle forms, that's our entry. And we can open a position here. Stop goes below the most recent swing low, and the take profit target is 1.5 times the risk. The trade starts slow, but within a few candles, price picks up and easily hits target. Now let's talk about sell trades. The rules are exactly the opposite. When both EMAs are aligned in a bearish formation, green on top, red below, and price consistently trading underneath, we're only looking for sell setups. Wait for a pullback where the Z-score rises above +2, showing overbought conditions in a downtrend. You'll see a downward blue arrow appear, signaling a potential short. Then wait for confirmation from a bearish engulfing candle. As soon as it forms, enter a sell position there. Let the trade play out, and you'll notice how often the market continues to decline shortly after the Z-score returns from that overbought zone. What's happening behind the scenes here is that the VWAP Z-score is catching when price gets stretched too far from its fair value based on volume. The further away it gets, the more likely it is to snap back. And when that happens inside a trending structure, it gives you incredibly precise entries. Combining this with EMAS filters out counter-trend trades and keeps you aligned with the real market direction. A few quick tips to keep in mind. When you're trading divergent setups, use higher time frames like the 1-hour or 4-hour for cleaner signals. For pullback setups, the 15-minute or 30-minute charts work beautifully because they show both trend and short-term reversals clearly. Always look for confirmation candles like engulfing patterns. They show that momentum has truly flipped, and never take every signal blindly. If you see price chopping around inside a tight range, it's better to wait. This indicator works best when the market has a clear directional flow. So test it, practice it, and find the rhythm that fits your trading style. And if you found value in this breakdown, make sure to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next strategy we're testing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.